Hello, Crafty Journaler. Welcome to the Crafty Journaler. My name is Sarah. This is my channel where I do a lot of fun crafts for junk journaling. If that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Turn on your notification bell and let a friend know that we're here. That way we could grow this channel together. In today's video, we're just going to be doing a little craft along type of video where you're going to be coming along with me as I draw this little fun doodle art piece that I'm doing on this piece of book paper. We all have book paper at home. I've been trying to work with things that I know most of the junk journaling community will have. Book paper, I feel, is a very accessible material to have at hand. If you don't have book paper and you just have notebook paper or whatever kind of paper, honestly, all of these type of art pieces that we're doing, they're doodle art, so you don't need nothing fancy. You don't even need watercolor paper. You could use crayons, color pencils, whatever it is that you have at hand, and I'm sure it's gonna look great regardless. So just a little close-up of the sketch that I roughed up here, and now we're going to start with the process of adding pigment into the page. And yeah, again, I'm using watercolor paper, watercolor. This is very old paper, so it's helpful to put water on these types of paper because it gives it a little bit more, like it's been thirsty for so long that if you were to fold it without adding, and actually I have a little mishap later on in the video, we'll save that for then, but basically it tears really easy if it doesn't have enough hydration in it, and most of these papers don't have any hydration because they've been like abandoned and not used. And I mean, most of the books that I use or book paper that I use, I have gotten them from either yard sales or even, I think when I was living in the DFW area, there was a thrift store that I believe has now closed down, but they had a big sale of very old books. And I did grab quite a few then. And a lot of these books were like so old that they were just like disintegrating almost in your hand, and it's because it doesn't have the hydration or the upkeep that they should have. But yeah, this is all I'm doing with this. I'm adding some cool little pigments in here and creating whatever it is that my heart desires, I guess. I'm also happy to announce that I finally finished that book I had mentioned before. Uh, I've been making it a goal where I read 15 minutes a day every day, and today was the last little session that I had with that book. And to be honest, I did find some value in it, and I would like to share some of that value, although I still don't condone everything in that book. I still have moments of like, well, I don't know if we can write this all to this one action. I feel like a lot of times when I've read, because I do enjoy reading like self-help books, because I'm a person that believes that you take the good, leave the bad kind of situation with books and with people and with anything really. So I want to share the good that I took out of this book. This book is about just kind of not allowing yourself to second guess a whole lot, especially when it comes to things that will take you out of your routine and whatnot. So, for example, for me, one of those um, situations is I was catching myself a lot, second guessing, like if I should even be doing videos right now with, the climate that we live in and whatnot. I was finding a lot of the excuses very reasonable, to anybody that takes a second to think about them, everything that's going on in our country. And on top of that, financially, not everybody has the finance to do things. Us ourselves, we were going through some stuff. So I was finding every and anything kind of reasons to not continue on with the content. But then reading this book, I one of the things is like when you stop yourself from thinking and taking action on something that you want, you lose opportunity, which valid, right? So when I continued to think about that, I was like, you know what? I enjoy the videos. I enjoy having a moment and with myself and the few viewers I have and sharing something that genuinely has helped me in a mental health capacity. Like I've mentioned before, I am not a mental health expert, so take my view with a grain of salt, okay? Don't take this as the end all be all. I am not a mental health professional. I have yet to I should, I should go and get some mental health, and it's good for anybody to go. I have yet to do that. Just I'm not ready for that. Everybody needs to be ready, right? But I do actively try to be the best version of myself I can be on the daily. It's a struggle. It's never, I don't think that job is ever done, to be honest. I think we all, if we don't actively try to be better each day, we become complacent with ourselves and we become like, oh, that's good enough. That's good enough. That's good enough. And in all reality, I don't think it's ever good enough. I think we always have to continuously try. Now, me saying that doesn't mean that you're not good enough for somebody else. What I mean is, it's not good enough for myself. I always want to be at my best for myself because if I'm not at best for myself, then I can't really be at my best for anybody. And so ultimately, it's for me that I do things. I don't do it for anybody else. So I think that that's why I read self-help books. But I am always very aware of what I'm reading because I can tell you I've read some very culty books, so definitely be very in tune when you're reading or listening to these self-help books because honestly, sometimes they throw you curveballs and if you're not paying attention, next thing you know, you're in a cult or something. And that's not good. But, with that being said, guys, the book was good. It got me back to recording, which I do feel like it's a good thing to be back doing some of the things that I enjoy without the guilt of like, well, is this even important? And or taking up the space. And it might not be important for everybody, but it is important for me. I enjoy this type of content. I enjoy sharing it. So therefore it is important. Again, not for everybody. I don't know how to word this without sounding like self-grandizing the situation. So instead of overthinking it, I'm going to say if you are enjoying this type of content and you think you know somebody that might enjoy this type of content, go ahead and send them on over. Please subscribe, like the video, maybe watch another video because usually the algorithm will promote my channel to more people the more interaction I have. I also want to remind you that you are important, your voice matters, and you belong. And with that, that's a wrap. Okay, bye. Ay, mira, ella